Hi there, bookish besties. This is a big video for all of my favorite super annoying people out there, aka me, because this video we're going to cover so many, I would say all, but guys, you know I'm missing some of them out there. Majority of the book adaptations we are getting into movies and TV shows that you can look forward to. If there's anything that I miss, please let me know in the comments below. I'm so pumped and I am not about to apologize for the person I am going to become when these movies and TV shows come out. So without further ado, you guys, get your bevy, get your comfy blanket. We are sat. Let's dive in. As y'all can see, I have my handy dandy laptop here, just so I don't get any of the things wrong for you guys. Can I just say, Hollywood is feeding us this next couple of years with everything they have lined up. Like, I'm sorry, Lili Reinhart adapting Love Hypothesis? We'll dive into it in a second, but between that, Sunrise on the Reaping, and even Stephen King is coming out of the woodwork. Guys, we have a lot to discuss. Starting out strong, we have Love Hypothesis, starring Lili Reinhart, who's also executive producing, and Tom Bateman. Fun fact about Tom Bateman is that his wife is Daisy Ridley, you know, Rey from Star Wars. And you know that Love Hypothesis is also a fan fiction of Reylo from Star Wars? Anyway, if you guys don't know the essential plot of this book, it's not just a Reylo fanfic. We have Olive, who is a grad student, and she fakes dates a grumpy professor. Yes, this is a grumpy sunshine trope. Feelings get real as they do in these fake dating relationships. I don't think it's a spoiler alert because look at the book cover. We also have People We Meet on Vacation. This is Emily Henry's very first movie adaptation from one of her books, starring Tom Blythe and Emily Bader. Tom Blythe, you know him. That is President Snow from Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, the Hunger Games prequel. And Emily Bader is not a stranger to our adaptations. She was Jane in My Lady Jane. This is such an iconic duo. I cannot wait for this movie to come out. It premieres on Netflix on January 9th, 2026. So, a little birthday present for myself. Brett Haley is directing this movie. A quick little plot summary is it's two besties who love to go on vacation together, had a little split of ways, but they take one last epic trip. I cannot wait because Emily Henry has also gotten the rights to basically make all of her books into adaptations. So this is just the first one, and I have very high hopes for it. This cast is stacked. We have another Colleen Hoover novel set to be adapted, Regretting You. It is set to release October 24th of 2025. We have Allison Williams, McKenna Grace, and Dave Franco cast already. The director of this film is Josh Boone, who also directed The Fault in Our Stars, so you know heartbreak, he's no stranger to it. Quick plot, a mother and daughter with very clashing lives are forced to come back together after a grieving loss. But that is not the only Colleen Hoover adaptation that we are getting. We are also getting Verity. This movie is set to release on May 15th of 2026, and it stars none other than Dakota Johnson, Anne Hathaway, and Josh Hartnett. Cast is stacked for this. The director here is Michael Stowaller, and I will say this is Colleen Hoover's most dark and thrilling-esque of her books. Less romance, more thriller. Quick synopsis, we have a ghostwriter who comes in to write the story and memoir of a very famous person who happens to be in a coma, but no one knows she's in a coma. So she comes in and writes her story, but a lot of dark secrets start to come out. We also have You Deserve Each Other, starring Penn Badgley and Megan Faye. You might have seen some photos of this happening around New York City during filming. This is being produced by Amazon MGM and directed by Mark Silverstein and Abby Cohn. In this story, we have an engaged couple who both want out of the relationship and out of the wedding, and they both set to sabotage each other. I am in for this. Romantic comedies are back, people. Let's go. We also have Deep Cuts coming out in late 2025, being produced by A24. A24 does not miss. I freaking love this studio. It stars Austin Butler and Saoirse Ronan, directed by Sean Durkin. This is a decade-spanning love story full of music, deep cuts, and some ego hits as well. We have 5-Star Weekend being produced by Peacock, starring Jennifer Garner. It's being written by one of the writers of This Is Us, Becca Brunsetter, and the story revolves around a foodie influencer who invites people from all aspects of her life together for one unforgettable weekend. Summer in the City by Alex Asher also has an adaptation in the works. New Line Cinema is set to produce the film, and even bonus, Alex Asher herself is set to be the executive producer. I love it when they get the authors literally having their hands in the creation of their product, their baby. That's how you do it correctly. And I think what I am personally the most excited about is the Rebel Blue series. We are getting into a television show. NBC Universal and Universal Television has bought the rights to the Rebel Blue Ranch series. There are 4 books in this series by Lila Sage that follow different couples falling in love in a very small town in Wyoming. And yes, there's cowboys, and yes, there's horses and ranchers, and oh my gosh, it's amazing. You will find yourself wanting to buy cowboy boots, move to Montana, and ask your partner to buy a cowboy hat. Guilty as charged. Moving right along, if romance isn't your thing, don't worry. We have tons of thrillers coming your way as well. Starting out strong with The Housemaid coming out later this year, set for December 25th of 2025. So Merry Christmas, I guess. It's being produced by Lionsgate, starring Sydney Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried. Stacked cast here, people. Now, this is my book club book in November, so I have not read this book yet, but I will have read it by the time this movie comes out, I promise. Paul Feig is set to direct. This story follows, as you probably guessed it, a housemaid who slowly unravels her employer's deep secrets. We have The Woman in Cabin 10, starring Keira Knightley, releasing this fall on Netflix. Simon Stone is directing, and it revolves around a journalist, Keira Knightley, who witnesses a murder on a cruise ship, but no one seems to believe her. Count My Lies, starring Lindsay Lohan. We love a comeback queen! And doing Thriller, being produced by Hulu. Lindsay Lohan stars as a compulsive liar who manipulates her way into getting a nanny job. And this is Lohan's very first scripted TV role. I'm so excited for her to get her bag. We have our first of a Stephen King adaptation coming our way with Cujo. This is coming to Netflix, being produced by Roy Lee. This is being adapted from Stephen King's 1981 novel by the same name, where it follows the story of a mom and a young kid being attacked by a ravaged dog while being locked in their car. I'm intrigued to see how this one turns out. Also, have another Carrie by Stephen King coming out, a TV series this time, that will be available on Prime Video. Mike Flanagan is the showrunner of this beloved Stephen 1974 novel. The show will follow Carrie, who is a teenage girl with some telekinetic powers. And we all know the famous blood scene. That's not all, because we also have The Running Man, which is another Stephen King adaptation. This is set to release on November 7th of 2025, being produced by Paramount. We have a very stacked cast here with Glenn Powell, Josh Brolin, Michael Cera, and Lee Hayes set to star in this movie. I'm so excited by the cast list alone. In a one-sentence synopsis, sure. In dystopian America, a deadly game show, the only way out. Dun dun dun! I have not read this book yet. Stephen King books are always a little weird and a lot to take in, but I am very excited for this movie. That's my personal disclaimer. This one technically isn't a thriller, but it's not a romance, and it's not fantasy, and it's not classic literature, so I didn't really know where to put it. So this gets its own category of its own. Memoir adaptations, I guess? I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy is getting a TV adaptation on Apple TV, starring Jennifer Aniston as Jeanette McCurdy's mom. I'm intrigued on how this is going to go. I read the book. Technically, I read the audiobook. I had Jeanette read me her story, and it was impactful and beautiful, and I cried. I don't know how this is going to translate to TV. I'm very excited. I'm very scared. And I think my biggest question is, Jeanette McCurdy going to portray herself? Or is she going to bring someone in to betray her? As it covers, it's a memoir, so it covers Jeanette's journey as a child actor and her abusive relationship with her mom throughout her life. I'm excited, and I will have the tissues ready. Going into some classic literature, guys, we are getting yet another adaptation of Pride and Prejudice. This is coming to Netflix and it starts filming this year. We have a very stacked cast, including Emma Corrin, Jack Lowen, and Olivia Colman. Dolly Alderton is actually writing it, which is phenomenal. If you've ever read any of her work, I love her memoir. She's phenomenal. This is going to be incredible. And if you don't know the story of Pride and Prejudice, go watch the 2005 version with Keira Knightley. That's all I'm going to say about that. We're also getting another adaptation of Sense and Sensibility with Daisy Edgar Jones as our Eleanor. Georgia Oakley is set to direct, and I'm really excited about this adaptation. I really like Sense and Sensibility. I'm curious to see how they tell the story in like a more modern age too. And it's a really great social commentary, and there's a big age gap in one of the relationships, and I'm curious on how we're going to do that on the screen. So I'm excited to see how casting goes. Get ready to go out west because we are getting an adaptation of Little House on the Prairie on Netflix. This is a classic storytelling of a frontier family drama, and we're getting this reboot in a limited TV series. A little PTSD for those, honors English kids, because we are getting Grapes of Wrath, produced by AMC. Roland Jones is the showrunner of this film, and I don't really know much about Grapes of Wrath because I didn't read it. But it is a classic American tale, a classic American story, and it revolves around the Dust Bowl era. I think my dad would love it. All right, now we're diving into my realm of things, which is fantasy, dystopian. Let's go. Alex Asher has another film and develops not just Summer in the City, but she also has her fantasy book, Lightlark. This is currently in development with Universal Pictures and Temple Hill. Keep in mind, Temple Hill is the name that brought us Twilight. I have high hopes for this. In Lightlark, our female main character, Ilsa Crown, must compete in a deadly competition with other cursed rulers where love is lethal and survival is rare. I'm so pumped. This is actually like really high on my TBR yet. I haven't read it. Please, guys, give me some love. But I will read it before this movie comes out because that's the person that I am. It'll get my fire going to bring this up on my TBR. We also have an adaptation of Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross coming our way. This is the first book in the Letters of Enchantment series. It's being produced by Paramount, and the head writer is Sofia Alvarez, which is the head writer of To All the Boys I've Loved Before. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. In Divine Rivals, you have two competing rival journalists who fall in love through enchanted letters during a time of war. Interested yet? Which, ironic, now that I think about it, it's journalism, it's writing, and To All the Boys I Loved Before started because of letters and writing. There's a connection here, Sophia. I see what you're doing. To end us on the highest of high notes, guys, you know what movie I'm about to drop next, and that is my most anticipated film on this list. A little, I don't know how to do a drum roll, please. Sunrise on the Reaping. I don't even think I have to announce this. I have so many videos on this subject alone. The cast announcements, it's coming November 20th of 2026. Lionsgate's doing it. Francis Lawrence is back. He is directing it. We are going to eat so well. Guys, the cast is stacked for this. Let's just start. Joseph Sada, Whitney Peak, Elle Fanning, McKenna Grace, Maya Hawke, Ralph Fiennes, Jesse Plemons, Ben Wang, Kieran Culkin, Molly McCann, Billy Porter, Lily Taylor, Glenn Close, Iana Bell. The cast is stacked. I mean, absolutely incredible. Mwah. Masterpiece. Guys, there is so much good media to look forward to in the upcoming years. I guess, the only concerns that we have as book lovers is to make sure that these adaptations are great adaptations, making sure they take the love and the complexity of these books and our favorite characters brought to life on the screen. That's always my biggest concern whenever I'm watching a movie or a TV show based on a book that I truly love. Did they do it justice? Did they do it right? And did they do it the way I would do it, which is the correct way? I think in a perfect dream world, I would be on the team that helps adapt these books into movies, or maybe I'm on the team that helps market these movies to people who haven't read the books and those who have read the books, as to keep the excitement and enjoyment alive. I don't really know where I was going with that, except just ranting, I guess, like my hopes and dreams. I don't know, putting it out into the universe, manifestation, as one would say. Out of this list, you guys, let me know what is your most anticipated watch of these book adaptations coming to movies, TV, and streaming. Let me know in the comments below. Mine is obviously Sunrise on the Reaping. Yeah, that's number one. That's number one for me. And thank you guys so much. I'll be back for potentially a part 2. If there's any I missed, please let me know if I missed any. Obviously, I know that I did. I'm not perfect. As Hannah Montana says, everyone makes mistakes. Everyone has those days. So let me know if there's anything I missed in the comment below. I can do a part 2. I'm not opposed to that. You just let me know. Like, comment, subscribe to my page, my channel. I have all the bookish updates, reviews, deep dives, chaotic theories, news coming out. I have all that for you guys and more. So come be a part of the family. Love to have you guys here. And in the meantime, until I see y'all next, happy reading and happy watching.